Hi, welcome Valida to the Big Up episode. We've loved and watched and listened to what she's done for many years and wanted to get a chance to actually, in her own words, hear about what her next things are, and Desert Nights as it has transformed a bit from the Standard to a new location. So please welcome Valida to Big Up.
We hosted the live music series for a while before we gave it a name. Maybe about a year and a half. We were just doing one-offs, and then we decided, let's just go for it. Let's just give it a name, give it a brand. Let's just, make something out of it. And then that's how Desert Nights was born. Every Wednesday inside the Cactus Lounge, the infamous Cactus Lounge at the Standard Hollywood. 10 years. And then COVID happened and we went online. We did that for about 8 months. And then I was like, I can't do this. I need to travel. And I started concentrating more on my music. And then the Standard shut down. And I literally told myself that if I can't have Desert Nights inside the Cactus Lounge, I'm not going to have it, because that's what made Desert Nights so special. You just literally felt like you were inside Joshua Tree. Just that room was just incredible. Had the most beautiful energy, and it was so intimate, and the acoustics were great. Right around the time when the Standard was closing, that was in February of 2021. And I wasn't sure I was ready to commit to a weekly event again, because, and then I wasn't sure what was going to happen with KCRW, because we were on this really weird schedule because of COVID. It was like blue team, red team, and everybody was on like at weird hours. Like, it was just the whole thing. I just didn't know where I was going to be basically in the fall of 2021. So I didn't want to commit. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll do one or two and see how it goes. Famous last words, right? So we did. Like, finally, when I went to see it back in November, it was pretty much done. And it's undeniably gorgeous. And if I were to move anywhere in LA, that would be the spot.
And what's the name of that spot?
It's Desert 5 Spot. So Desert 5 Spot, and it's in the rooftop of the Tommy Hotel. It's this new property that just opened in December. So right next to Mama Shelter. And the upstairs bar is like a scene from, a Western movie. Like they took a pioneer town, like it's like half Pappies and Harriets, half like, it was just like, what? So, we're still treading easy. I'm not committing to like a whole year. We're just going to start. We had one event in December, which went well considering it was the start of Omicron. And, people were still hesitant to go out. And we were supposed to do 2 holiday shows, and we had to scrap the second one because 3 of the artists, it was a group show, and 3 of the artists caught COVID. And everybody was like, I'm not trying to go out in December. So I was like, okay, we're just going to pause it and come back after the holidays. And we have a new date. It's February 16th. 8 artists performing. I'm going to be hosting. It's a free event, as always. The Standard Desert Nights was always cover less. So I'm looking forward to it. It's some of my favorite artists, and I hope you guys can make it, especially you, Rain.
Yeah, I'll be there. So February 16th, 2022. And then every Wednesday after that, without a commitment, because you clearly have fear of commitment, but that's the plan, starting February 16th. Well, great. Well, I'll definitely come out, and I'm excited for you that you found another home for that. Let's unpack just for a second your vegan lip balm line and what drove you during a pandemic to suddenly make that happen.
Okay. So I started making these about 3 years ago. So before the pandemic, I was just exploring options because I ran out of my favorite lip balm, and I'm really into soft lips. Okay. I just love, I'm kind of obsessive about not ever having cracked lips. And one of my favorite lip balms, the brand, went out of business. And I was just like, what am I going to do? So I was just searching online to try to find it on eBay. And, sometimes they resell it, And then I don't know how I stumbled across this lady and her blog. And she was like, oh, yeah, I make my own lip balms. And I was like, all right, okay. Like what? Because being a vegan, I had started to make a lot of things that I traditionally used to buy. Like I was a big coffee drinker and I loved half and half, and none of the vegan brands back when I first started, like they didn't have that like full fat like creamers that tasted really good. I mean, they had all the milks, but the consistency was just never there. And now that was like my final frontier. I started making almond milk. And it really empowered me to do something that I never thought I could make, a milk, So I had my Vitamix and I was like, okay, let me see if I can make this lip balm. And sure enough, it was just a few very simple ingredients. And I put it on and I was like, this is kind of amazing. And so, as is with many things that I discovered and I'm very passionate about, I like sharing with people. It's like, if I'm going to love it, everyone, in my crew is going to love it, or they're going to know about it. So I decided to start gifting to friends, and everybody loved it. And I was like, okay, well, let me see if I can add a hint of color to this. And of course, I found recipes online that you can, and I just started experimenting back in February for Valentine's Day, again, for 2020. I decided to gift it to all my KCRW female like music people. So I gave some to all the female DJs and the music like the people that are just in the music department. And it was Ann Litt that was like, because I left one in her box, and she was like, "These are really great, Valida. You should start thinking about selling these." And, every once in a while, you just need someone to like plant a seed. And then I started researching about packaging and, the whole thing. And that's pretty much how it started. I'm like 99% earth friendly. There's only one item here that's not biodegradable. And I'm working on. So the container is
so cute.
It's cardboard, right? And the label is paper. So everything. And then, so this is like the color. This one is called, this is Sedona Vortex. And when you put it on, it has that like brick, like Sedona, like rocks thing. And over the actual label is this like see-through film, just to make sure that the label sticks. And that's plastic. So the next iteration of this packaging is going to be 100% biodegradable.
Beautiful. Now, quickly sum up what your new EP is all about.
When it comes to my music, like how I like to express myself, it's always electronic music, because that's what I know how to make. Like I know how to play keys. I learned how to program beats, and I can make a full song. And I started with Logic, and now I'm in Ableton, and I can record myself. And I take a long time to get everything right. And I think any producer would have a really hard time with me. Like, I'm just like, I know what I want. But I have everything mixed and mastered professionally.
Well, thank you for sharing the multiple amazing multi-platform things you do. For those of you listening and watching, you can find Valida on Spotify if you want to check out her music. I was just listening to it. It's so fun. I'm dancing around the house. So thank you for making fun, dancey, joyful music. And Desert Nights, February 16th, kicks off a Wednesday night at the Tommy Hotel rooftop bar, which is called Desert 5 spot.
Yep.
And if you're looking for some great vegan lip balm, tinted lip balm, what do we call it? What is
Colors,
it? What's the brand?
It's Colors Remix.
Ta-da. Colors Remix. I don't know where it's sold. Where is it sold?
Instagram. So just Colors Remix.
Okay. So search Colors Remix and get some vegan lip balm. Thank you, Valida, for sharing the day with us.
Oh my God. Thank you for having me.